Yesterday, after I hit that 285 deadlift, I got home, got ready, rested a little bit, and I went to a night shift. So not the best way to recover after a very taxing deadlift PR, but that's just life. Went to work, got home around 8 a.m., went to bed around 9 a.m., woke up at 2. Today being a Sunday, we had some outings, did that, and I've come back home and I've done a recovery session, basically 20-30 minutes, opening the hips up, doing my low bar squats, and that's it. Working up to a set of 5 and I'm done. Now, that last 24-hour period is not the most ideal, going all out on deadlifts and rows and then going into a night shift and not having any sleep for the whole night. That's not most ideal, but that's what's happening with me. And so today, obviously, as you can imagine, I'm flat, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I'm centrally tired, like the nervous system. I'm just like tired. So these kinds of methods of training is fantastic. And some guys messaged me in yesterday's video and they're like, man, you don't look like you can lift 285. And I think that's a fundamental mistake of people that are first kind of looking into athletes and training, and they think that you need to look like you can shift a certain weight. But powerlifting or training in general for strength builds a certain type of body. You spend a lot of time with heavy weight, and this heavy weight, these heavy singles, doubles, triples, they take a lot out of you. But they don't take a lot out of you like from a muscular point of view as much as they do from a nervous point of view. Whereas bodybuilding type of training, where you are looking like you can lift, but you might not necessarily lift a lot of weight, but you certainly look like it, that's because the nervous system is not getting smashed as much as when you're strength orientated. And so there's this recovery that you're doing when you're lifting for strength, where it's like your nervous system is recovering, but your muscles have not been taxed out in terms of volume. And we know how sensitive volume is when it comes to how sensitive hypertrophy is, how sensitive it is to volume. And so this is kind of the life of somebody that tries to lift a lot of weight. So for me, these periods straight after like a maximum deadlift, it's like this, man. Like my volume is way down. I'm just like, slothing around the place, not eating a lot, not moving a lot, as in moving in the gym. Like obviously I have to go to work and stuff. But I used to fight these moments. I used to kind of force feed myself volume on days like this. And it's a miserable existence. And then you kind of learn to appreciate that the nervous system fatigue is actually a legit type of fatigue. And so days after the 280s look like this. They're kind of like not very attractive, not very fun to do. But I still think doing some movement is absolutely necessary, especially for the muscles that did the heavy movement the day prior or the days prior. So today, chilled out. Tomorrow I'm going to try to do some more volume. But yeah, the taxing and the not so clear fatigue can be misinterpreted. And, I've certainly learned that when you are going all out like this, especially how much I've gone all out in the last month, you really do have to allow your body to kind of get back to baseline. And for me, one of the most predictive things that I've kind of worked out over the years is that appetite. When my appetite opens up, I will know it's time to fight again. And that's as simple as it is for me. There's many different ways of people kind of going about it. For me, for whatever reason, my appetite is closely tied to my nervous fatigue. When I'm really, really fatigued, I really don't have appetite at all. Like I try to force feed myself ice creams and all sorts of crap like that. But when my appetite opens up, like it did 2 days ago, I just started eating like crazy all of a sudden after not eating much at all the previous 4 or 5 days after the 280. So I hit the 280 bunch of days after. I'm just flat, no appetite. And then the day before I decided to hit 285, Boom. That day, man, I started eating like a maniac. Following day, what do you know? I wake up, I feel good. So what are the requirements for that? Like how long? Who knows? I don't really try to interpret that, especially when you throw in shift work and nursing care and all that sort of stuff. I don't know. There's too many variables to measure. And so I just go, cool. Next time I develop an appetite and start to eat like crazy, I will know the following day I'm ready to fight again. And that's as basic as it is. People ask me for, what's your program? My program is read the symptoms, read the vital signs, and respond accordingly. Simple as that. Appreciate you guys. I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.